Next up, we are going to talk Packers at Steelers. This is a rematch of what, the '09 Super Bowl? I think so.
Quarterback plays a little bit different in this one.
Yeah, so it's not Big Ben and Rodgers, it's Jordan Love and Kenny Pickett.
Oh
Yikes.
boy.
19th best matchup for Love. I think he's just a QB2 for me. Probably high end QB2 upside, low end QB1 upside. He's looked hit and miss. Fourth worst matchup for Pickett. I want nothing to do with him unless it's, in Superflex. Where are they on my rankings? I've got Pickett at 21 and Love even lower. That's surprising. I have Love at 23. Wonder why so low in my projections. That might have to be changed. I'm going to move him up to 20. So I'm going to have him back to back at 20 and 21 here. I think I prefer Jordan Love over Kenny Pickett. I don't like Kenny Pickett, and I don't like facing the Packers defense. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm with you. Kenny Pickett's like quarterback 25 for me. And it's funny you moved Love up to that exact spot because that's where I have him at QB 20. Like Love he just has not been very good this year. And we continue to see it with him. So he's been a little bit better for fantasy, but man, it's rough with him. They need to figure it out and find ways for him to get the Christian Watson the ball because he's the most explosive player they have. So like make that work for them because everything else, and with the help of Aaron Jones, that helps too. But like it's been rough for both these quarterbacks.
Running backs, as you spoke of, 7th best matchup for Green Bay, 10th best matchup for the Steelers. I am starting Aaron Jones as the highest of the 4 here. I have him as RB16. I've got Najee at 20. I've got Jaylen Warren at 27, and I've probably got Dylan at 37. So I've got a 2. Well, I guess a 2, and then I've got both Steelers kind of on the 2-3 borderline for me. I don't really like either. And then I've got AJ Dillon as like almost a 4, like desperation flex. I think I still have Najee Harris slightly ahead, but the gap is narrowing. I'm just not ready. Every time we do this where it's like, okay, we're going to just put Warren ahead, it never works. So I'm erring on the conservative side. But I certainly, if you had to ask me which of these two I'd rather have on my team rest of season, I'd much rather have Jaylen Warren over Najee Harris. But for this week, I have Najee 3 or 4 spots ahead. What do you got?
So I would definitely prefer Najee at this point. He's just been better at running back this year. And like the way I look at it is his floor is so high, like it only drops so low in the game, like it's not gonna go. And on the flip side, the ceiling is so high for Warren with these two plays. So like it's harder for Warren to ever be the RB1 in that offense. Like that's just how it works. Like Najee gets the easy looks, Warren gets the passing down stuff, he gets some mix in the third down and stuff, but like Najee's the more focal point of the two. So like I would prefer him between the two. But realistically, they're both RB2s, you kind of need touchdowns for them to ever get into the close to the 20-point range. Like Warren was really good last week and he put up like 12 points, I think. Najee put up 14. On the flip side, like Jones is a stud. Like I get it, he's old, but Aaron Jones is the best player the Packers have. So like he gets the ball, good things happen in that offense. The offense looks like completely different with him on the field. So yeah, like you're happy to have Aaron Jones back in your fantasy lineups.
Wide receiver, 4th best matchup for the Packers, 11th worst for the Steelers. In this one, I think I still have the 2 Steelers as my highest. I do. I have Deontay at 17. I have Pickens at 32. And then I don't have any of these guys as higher than a 3. That surprises me. I'm normally a little higher on Dobbs. I have, all 3 of them pretty much back to back to back. I have Watson at 38. Dobbs at 36, and then Reed at 42. So they're in a spot. I kind of have them all as low end 3s because I don't really know what to make of any of them. They all have good upside. They all have no floor, and they all seem to bounce around. So I definitely prefer either Steeler. I prefer Deontay Johnson by a mile in this matchup over any of the other options. It's not even close.
Yeah, Deontay is the guy you can lock in your lineups, feel confident with it. Like he's back. Finally over the injury. We were a little bit concerned earlier in the year where Pickens was seeing like really good volume and usage, but Deontay came back and said, hey, guess what, guys? I'm by far the best wide receiver on this team. They're good. Pickett. It doesn't matter. His quarterback, Trubisky, like they're targeting him. So yeah, it's Deontay by a mile. And then it's really just how you want to go with this. Both Pickens and Watson have like upside plays, but the floor is super low. And Dubs he's been okay. He's just been kind of up and down a little bit. But yeah, his floor is a little bit safer than those two. It's just Watson, it seems like he's healthy. So like that should, push him back up to where he was before a little bit.
Tight ends, 4th worst matchup for the Packers. Musgrave, stash him, don't play him. 10th worst matchup for the Steelers. Freiermuth still out. stash him. Don't play anyone on the Steelers, so let's avoid both tight ends. 9th best matchup for Anders Carlson. I always forget which Carlson it is. Anders Carlson, 16th best matchup for Boswell. I think I have them both as mediocre starts this week. They're probably both fringe top 12. Let me double check here. Boswell 10, Carlson. Carlson must be farther down. Carlson he's 17, so that's interesting. Let me move him up a few. But like I said, probably start Boswell. You can start Carlson if you have to. I doubt either of these guys are rostered. 17th best matchup for the Packers D, 15th best for the Steelers. Don't mind either of them. I'd be willing to bet when I check that they're both in my top 12 or around there. I'm correct. Steelers 9. Packers are a little lower. Packers are way lower. I'm not 100%. Have you been? I don't watch the Packers all that much because I hate them. Have the Packers really been struggling again? I have the Packers as my second lowest defense this week.
It's been rough for them. Like they put up some decent fantasy points, but man, like they just have not been very good this year. It's just been a struggle, like all around. Like they're what are they like 2-6 or something? I think.
I don't know.
Like it's rough.
I have the Steelers as a top 10, and I have the Packers as the second worst matchup of the week. So, or second worst DST of the week. So, my rankings do not like the Packers. Let me tell you that. So, do not start them. Anything else you'd like to add there before we move on?
Yeah, I was surprised how low I had Boswell in my rankings. I was like, he was like my second last kicker. I was like, wow, okay, I guess my thing does not like him this week. But yeah, interestingly enough, I just don't want to play the Packers guys. Like that's, and I was looking at the roster percentage of both those kickers. Yeah, they're super low. I think it's like 12%.
You said you have Boswell your second lowest?
Yeah, I don't know why. I was like,
it
seems really
I have him
low.
10.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like I looked, and it's right here. He's literally behind Brandon McManus for Jacksonville. He's 27 at Boswell. So I don't know what the hell's going on with that. I need to like tinker or something. But I was like 27. That seems super low. I don't get it.
Yeah, buy him as a top 10. I'm never a Boswell guy. Like, Tomlin isn't big on kicking, but he's been good. So
yeah.